I just literally sit there and have a mental breakdown on mute. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I was sitting there talking to myself for 15 minutes. That's great. How did I manage to do that? Edit. The one time I try to be serious and normal, it fucking doesn't record for 15 minutes, of course. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay. I just sat here and cried and had a breakdown, so now I have to do it again, but. Anyway, let me make sure this is going before I go on for 15 fucking minutes, man. My head already hurts. Gotta be kidding me. Oh, fuck. Even content. Edit. I don't know how to do that. Fuck. Anyway, let me make sure 1 second. This is fucking because I ain't doing this twice. I mean, 3 times. Fuck. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, Calco Kitty, I can't take it right this second. Don't even start. Let's see. Oh, Calco Kitty. Okay, I can hear my annoying voice. Okay, I just spoke for 15 minutes and had a breakdown, but it was on mute evidently, and I don't understand how that happened. I was thinking some things. This is probably better because I can be normal, not cry or upset or anything. Alex, I understand. Call her back. Alex, I was thinking about Brenda, like her little comment yesterday. I understand on 4/6 you probably wanted it to die like I did on August 22nd, Alex. But I apologize for that. I probably don't like. And now my phone's cutting off again. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm just gonna go to the mental institution. I'm just gonna. Okay, is it working? Mental institution. Okay. I'm just gonna. Okay, Alex. I can't take it anymore. Okay. Let me do this normal. This is a blessing because the first time I was coming off crazy. Okay, Alex, I think about that. I'm sure you wanted to die on 4/6, but let me tell you something, Alex. Before that, I remember going into Holly Undead stream. Because Mary knew I was a guy. Everybody knew I was a guy since December because Corey Briggs knew, Beth Roche knew. All those people knew, Alex. So I'm sorry for being drunk and being mentally unwell and doing what I did. I wish I would have never came into your life, Alex. If I could go back in time, I would never come into your life. I apologize for that. It's I brought you into all this, and you were. I don't want to disrespect you because I'm trying to be a better person today, Alex, than I was yesterday. But I apologize for ever coming in your life. If I could ever undo that, I would. I'm sorry for getting you involved in this. Okay? Okay. You're not innocent in this, Alex, period. I remember coming over there into your streams back when you and Misfit Jenny and Bridget were over there, asked me if I hold grudges when Jim would leave as soon as, like, okay, you knew, Alex, and whatever happened, happened. Whatever you did to me, you did to me. But I do apologize. I do apologize. But I mean, you were trolling me, dude. You were trolling me. And I was mentally unwell, and you had to know that. And maybe if you didn't, Lindy had to know that. But let me tell you what, outside of that, I'm going to go back to not acknowledging you, Alex. You're a young guy, and we all make mistakes in our life. And God knows I have made many mistakes, especially when I was younger. Okay? If these old people around here, like Beth Roach, who's over 60, living in a tin can with her big, wide, smelly ass over there, worrying about four fucking Facebook pictures all these years. If she gave a shit about you, Alex, she'd have never got you involved in this. These are grown ass adults. Lindy's a fugitive. Corey Briggs, a 50-year-old woman over there. The one in South Florida, 70. The one up there with a baby too, she's like 65. These are grown ass adults that use this situation to get butthurt, Alex, and put you in this situation where your life could be ruined by some crazy man on the internet. So if any of them ever gave a fuck about you, Alex, they would have shut this all down way back when everybody knew on April 6th. They wouldn't have dragged it on to fucking August, Alex. Those people are butthurt and they'll lose anything. That fugitive, I guarantee you, is still reading my emails. When I said they will have to pry her phone out of her hand when they take her to prison, Alex, I wasn't kidding. I know her. I know her, Alex. Even in my mental state back then, I was many steps ahead of her. I was so far ahead of her, I didn't let her know I was ahead of her like that. You understand, Alex? I can play dumb too, dude. When it's to my advantage. But I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, Alex, I apologize to you for 4-6. Do you apologize to what you did to me, Alex? I highly doubt it. I was selling my mom's fucking silver jewelry, dude. I was giving you all her tax returns, dude. I gave you the last fucking $20 that I had to borrow on PayPal to do a bad check to get you $20 when you asked for it, Alex. Did I deserve that because of 4-6? When you already knew? When 8 Toes had already told Jake? Y'all were already talking about HIV before I'd ever started. When I went over there and went off on that one weirdo girl up there that's always in her bed, pilled out or whatever. I can't remember her name, Harvard chick. You remember that, Alex? Do you remember it? So I deserve to die because of that. Come on, dude. Anyway, but I do apologize for that, and I'm going to move on. Lindy, let me tell you something. If it wasn't for Alex, Lindy, and it wasn't for like Corey Briggs, Lindy, you would be either in prison or a morgue by now. Prison or a morgue, Lindy. And you can call anybody and tell them that, because just like when they come up here last time, I tell them the same damn thing. Unlike you, fugitive, the police can come to my house 10 times a day. And you know what? They ain't taking me nowhere. And if they do take me, you know what? I'll be home in 6 hours because I have a bondsman, Lindy. And I'm not a wanted fugitive that absconded from a 10-year felony probation sentence from Georgia who has terrorized people on the internet the entire time she's been on the run. And that's factual. And Corey Briggs has all the documentation. That's why everybody has your rotted out grin, fugitive Lynn, before you got your dentures, because you were stalking people on the internet before Boyd. They had your number before ever coming here, a group of people did. Because as soon as you catfished Thomas and found somewhere to lay your fat ass up, you did it. And you got back on the internet and started stalking people and harassing people. Because Kat didn't get back to you, went on this whole thing and followed her to Boyd. Anyway. If it wasn't for me being a much better person than you, Lindy, and I don't want to ruin Alex's life. I don't want to ruin that kid's life. People make mistakes when they're young. I've made mistakes when I was young. I don't want to ruin his life, Lindy. Corey, you know what? I don't agree with her real life tactics, and hopefully this has finally taught her a lesson to keep her shit on the internet. Being nosy and doing background checks is fine, Corey. But when people start coming around your home, some people don't take that very well. When some people start reading your emails or knowing about your trash or anything around your home, some people, and they might be a little crazy like me, that's right, Calico Kitty, they don't take it very well, Corey. My home is my castle. And what goes on in my home is my fucking business, Corey. It's not Linda's, it's not yours, and it's definitely not a fucking identity thief fugitive's business what the fuck my emails say or what my text messages say. Do you understand that, Corey Briggs? I don't want that fugitive to have any kind of access to anything about my financials. I don't trust her. She catfished me for 7 years. She's a weirdo. Even Jim wouldn't leave her in his home alone. I don't want that bitch knowing anything about my mom's social security number, her anything. Come on. She pretended to be a whole ass person on a whole ass horse farm. I don't want her knowing my financials. Come on. Lindy, I'm going to tell you this, Lindy, because tomorrow you're fucked. But I'm going to tell you this, Lindy, you need to get on that phone and you need to tell Thomas the truth and you need to get you a lawyer. And Alex, I've not involved the police because I don't involve the police. Y'all can say I don't have loyalty, I'm this, that, and the other thing. When I'm mentally well and I'm on all my medications, Alex, I know how to be a decent human being. Because if I wasn't a decent human being, Alex, you'd have been fucked 999 days ago, dude. I've laid in this bed. I've been crying all night. I cried this morning. I just cried on that last stream. I'm not mentally well. What was done to me fucked my head up forever. You trolled me. You trolled me to almost death. Almost death, and I ain't never recovered from it. It fucked my brain up. That was my friend for 7 years, and she turned around and did that to me. I talked to her every day of my life for 7 years, except for a few days here and there in a Twitter DM. And I'm sorry, Alex, for calling you a cuck. If I deserve to die for calling you a cuck in a Twitter DM, dude, but did I deserve to die, Alex, for sending a Bridget 6 privacy complaints, Alex? Did I deserve to die for that? Oh, Calico Kitty, I can't take it. Oh. Anyway, that's about all I have to say. But I did want to come on here, Alex, and I wanted to officially apologize to you for the last time because I'm not going to be mentioning or talking about you for a while, Alex. But I want you to know I'm sorry for embarrassing you in front of the community for sending me a dick pic and for telling me you loved me when you didn't. Okay? I gave you all my mom's money. I sold you probably a couple $1,000s worth of jewelry for a couple $100 silver to give you money so you and your family could eat Domino's, Alex. And then you tried to kill me at the end. And you let all those people get you all tied up in this, Alex, that didn't give a fuck about you. If you think that the Beth Roche gives a fuck about you, then you've been manipulated just like by a covert narcissist, Alex. That's exactly what that bitch is. She said her mom was a narcissist, blah, blah. Well, you know what? My mom's a narcissist. You know what? I'm a lot like her. And you know what? Beth was raised by a narcissist. You know what? She's a lot like her, Alex. They get their traits from their parents. I only can imagine what Lindy's mother was like. She was literally stealing from the taxpayers of Georgia, robbing the courthouse. What did my mom do? She stole some costume, fucking earrings from the Dollar Tree or the Bells or wherever. She wasn't robbing the courthouse and she wasn't robbing the... Anyway, I'm not going to go on. Lindy's mother was a garbage piece of shit, a grifter, and just like Lindy with the buy here, pay here Lexus and the multitude of evictions and the frauds and the felonies and all that, if she was convicted of those other charges, she'd be like a 26 time over felon. Do y'all understand that? There was like 26 victims in that. Other things she did that she skated on, that she got off on because the prosecution did an error in the dates and all that. You have to file this by that date. It's legal. You know what I mean? And then they got her. They got her on that other identity theft where she, took her sister's identity that she told everybody in these communities she never had. Well, she was an only child. An only child. For years we heard that she was an only little spoiled princess when she's got a whole other family out here. Because her dad was knocking everybody up. I guarantee you, her dad got with the mom and realized that she was as nutty as Lindy and hauled ass. And then her mom got knocked up by some other people. I don't know. I don't know the story because I don't care. And if anybody cares that much about Lindy, go over to Sofuggit, Sofuggit's channel, and you can see the whole history of what a loon this bitch is. So anyway, Alex, I'm going to go. I'm going to try to go get in the shower. And I've taken my medicine and I'm going to lay here and I'm going to smoke the rest of this joint. And I'm going to try to get out of this bed, Alex. But it affected me, dude. It fucked my whole brain up. Every time I send a text, every time I read an email, every time I go by the cameras, I remember that shit being in psychosis over at my grandma's, Alex, in her dying days. And you telling me to go change my grandma's diaper. And I didn't even know my grandma needed a diaper then. And Lindy knowing about the dogs on the beds back there and all that. It's sick, Alex. That was sick. And you know what you deserve for that, Alex. You do understand that, right? You know what you really deserve for that. And you better be grateful that I'm a better person than a lot of these people around here. And that I'm forgiven, Alex, because I've made mistakes in my life. And I don't think your life deserves to be ruined over this. I think that felon deserves to be in prison. And if she ends up snitching on y'all when she gets hauled off, then that's on y'all and that's on her. But I'm not going to do it to you, Alex. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to be back tomorrow for my 1,000-day celebration because I want to talk about my sobriety because I've been sober since December 20th of 2022 after I was suicide trolled by a group of weirdo narcissist freaks on the internet back in August 20th of 2022. And I laid on this floor and I wanted to die. And if there had been bullets in this gun that night, I would have blown my head off because what was done to me, Alex. And that's the honest to God's truth on my grandma's soul. It affected my life. It fucked up my brain when my brain wasn't good to begin with, Alex. And you knew that. So you go collect your money from those cat ladies and go live your best life. And you better pray when they haul that fucking no-neck fugitive prison that she doesn't rat y'all out to get herself out of jail. Just like she ratted me out to save herself on here to secure her stolen freedom. Right, Lindy? You secured your stolen freedom, you thought, didn't you? And what'd you do? You end up letting everybody know what a true piece of shit you are, just like I am, just like the rest of y'all. Because everybody can think I'm a piece of shit, but I can tell you what, I ain't never suicide trolled no one. I ain't never took no one's money like that, Alex. When you knew you were getting the emails knowing I was selling my mom's fucking silver jewelry to give you money so your family could stuff their faces, Alex. So all these crazy old shut-in cat ladies, go give him all your money. Go give Bridget all your money and start a GoFundMe for that fugitive so she can get her a lawyer. Linda Anderson, stay out of my fucking life, bitch, or I'm going to destroy yours legally. John Thompson, stay the fuck out of my life or I'm going to I swear to God on my mama, on my grandma, on everybody. I'm telling you, John Thompson, I will destroy you and you'll be living in that trailer next to Beth Roach after coming around my fucking house, dude. No one comes around my fucking home and no one invades my privacy. You understand that? And that fugitive's going to pay for it. And she's going to pay for it with her freedom. And if they don't take her, I'm going to be on this internet till the day I die, telling everybody what a fucking piece of shit fugitive she is, her neighbors, everybody. You fucked up, Lindy. You are my friend and you're trash and you deserve the worst in life. And so do your friends. They never gave a fuck about Alex or they wouldn't have put him in this situation. And I apologize for my part in it, Alex. Go live your best life, little boy. And I'll try to lay off mentioning you. I definitely won't tag you no more, just like I haven't for a very long time, because I give you that privacy. I don't go over there and look what you're doing, Alex, because you know what I mean? I understand. I get it, dude. I get it. And I'm sorry for the embarrassment. I'm going to lay off of it like I have been. I go over there and let you do your thing and you don't have to worry about me creeping or reading comments or looking because I don't, dude. I give you that respect like I always did on here, dude. Even after what you did to me. And I still give you respect not to fuck your life up. I'm gonna fuck that bitches up. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow because I want to talk about what I went through again, and I'll try to lay low on you, Alex. But I want to talk mostly about a fugitive and about my sobriety and about the weirdo freaks that help destroy my mental health. Y'all have a great day. Bye now. Carlos, shut up. I named my cat after you, Carlos. Cuckoo Carlos, and he's my favorite. Bye, y'all.